If only we could fly, Limp Bizkit style. Hey everybody, Mr. Eric Jenkins coming at you with a brand new video. Today's Monday, the day we go over all the cool things we picked up for a collection, out and about, on the town, all the fun things. Gonna start off fast with one of the strangest things that I ever purchased. This is, hello, why did I buy you? Because this thing is stupid cool. This is a Mischief Blur $20 USD stack. It's basically a blurred block of wood. Really cool. Why? It looked really cool, to be honest. It's probably one of the first hypebeast things I ever bought. Mischief's a brand that kind of does some interesting drops. If they did the Lil Nas X Satan shoes, the boosted packs. They put out the Mr. Beast like phone app game. Really, really cool things. But this is what they call the Blur stack. I ended up finding one on eBay for a very, very good price with the original box and everything. They're like kind of an exclusive drop company that they know people are going to resell their stuff for like stupid amount of money. So when I saw it like for the price that it was at, I was like, hopefully it's real. But I really like it. And they also do like a euro and a yen version, which are a lot cheaper. But the US dollar one's like the collectible one. So it's gonna put that up there. So you might see that in the videos from now on. It's some really
weird shit, but I love it.
Had a very awesome week and a half of for pickups and just in general. Had a great week. End of October going into November. We got some good stuff to show you guys. First off, we're just going to start with some Barnes & Noble stuff. I did pick up a lot of blasters and mega boxes and card products on the channel, so I did some of those videos already. Some are going to be edited, so hopefully you guys check them out. Also going to be doing my showcase right over here. Off camera is over here, but right here, displaying some of my better Pokemon cards in my Braves collection, because we reached the 150, plus they won the freaking World Series, so blooper, you did it, baby. You did it, all you and Jock, baby. But we're gonna do that probably in the next week or so. I've been saying that for a long time, but I'm hopefully gonna do it this time. Because we do have some card collections we're going to talk about, and we also have some video game pickups, and some cool clothing, and some books, because knowledge. First up, a book that I forgot I already owned because I just got my car back, and this was sitting propped up on the back seat, like I'm some sort of freak. Serial Killer's Daughter. This is the book written by Carrie Rawson, the daughter of BTK, who is known as Bind, Torture, Kill. Not the daughter, the dad. A very infamous serial killer from the 80s to the 2000s, I would say. I don't remember off the top of my head when his reign was. 2005. But yeah, very interesting read from what I've heard. I've been getting into true crime stuff a lot more lately, so that's been kind of my bag, baby. So hopefully we can, crack into that soon. But I bought that like a month ago, and then I bought one recently because I had a Barnes & Noble gift card. And I was like, oh, I gotta get this book because I heard it's really good. And yeah, so now I got 2 copies. So I'm gonna probably gift one to one of my friends that likes that kind of stuff. Next up, we've got The Art of Mixology, Classic Cocktails and Curious Concoctions. This was put out by, what's the company? Love Food. I've been really, really digging these kind of, bartender mixology books. I have The Art and Science of Whiskey, which is a very interesting book if you're into, like artisan craft, like distilled stuff, or if you like craft beer, or you just like making interesting cocktails. That's something I kind of want to do this year when we entertain a little bit more. So those are always good. I just like to pick through them, see if there's anything that I personally might want to try and make, whip it up a little bit. And then the last one I picked up was Hollywood Cocktails. This is Paramount's Hollywood Cocktails, showcasing 95 different cocktails within the Paramount universe. Now, some of these are they're kind of seen within the film. So there might be one that kind of just like, I you know, like here's a, you know, a Manhattan in this scene. They'll showcase that. Or there's some that kind of loosely go within, you know, within the movie itself. So like, for example, they have espresso martini is a very kind of impressionistic drink, depending on what kind of coffee you use or espresso you use. It could be very different. And they kind of blend that with Eddie Murphy's improv style during that film. So they're kind of loosely based, but it's just another kind of cocktail book, and they show you how to make it, which is kind of cool. And then this week, I was able to pick up some stuff at a retro gaming convention. This Saturday and Sunday. But Sunday I went to Retro World Expo, which is located. It's a thing that happens in Hartford every year. Really, really cool. They got a lot of YouTubers come through, a lot of people within the industry that have either made games or been like producers, programmers, designers. They'll talk about some of their games in panels. And then they have like a free area where you can go and like sign up for tournaments. There's a free play arcade with a bunch of other like console games and cabinets and pinball machines. And then there's some other people that are like, you know, trying to sell like, you know, different, you know, homebrew stuff, and a lot of retro game vendors and a lot of like internet personalities are there, which is cool. So picked up a lot of stuff, a lot of pins actually. I mean, getting my pin game's been going really cool, and it's a really cool way to support some local artists within the area. My wife Allie picked up 2 candles from a company out of Bristol, which was pretty cool. Didn't know they were around that area, so that's really cool. And then there's a lot of like resellers within the Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey area that come through. But one of the cool things, I was able to talk to my buddy Pat, the NES punk. Always a pleasure speaking with him. He's been doing YouTube for over a decade now, and he does the CU podcast. So I had to go stop by and see him. Gave him a nice little gift, a copy of Wizards of Gore, which is a film that he was talking about, like, I want to say 3 weeks ago, about how it used to, the box art terrified him. And a lot of people were like writing in saying like, oh, I think it's the Wizards of Gore. So I had an extra copy because I picked up the big box set, so I had an extra Blu-ray version. So hopefully him and Ian watch that. But I had to get some pins from him as well. I don't need the books because I've got them already. Got to release the N64 one though, because I could have helped you make this book, but it is what it is. I can't write, so you don't want that. But also picked up a lot of. I was a little heavy-fingered on eBay. That sounds gross. Hitting a lot of bids on eBay for the prior to the Braves winning the World Series. So a lot of the cards came in, which was pretty rad. So we got some cards and we got some stuff from the retro convention on the table. But first, we do have some wares that I did pick up. Start with the first one. So this was like the first booth at the convention. This is Deadendthreads. Really, really cool indie artists making some really cool horror stuff. So we've got Freddy versus Jason basically fighting to the death on a long sleeve with alternating faces of Freddy and Jason. Really liking that, especially because it's getting colder out in New England. Gotta rock the long sleeve. Also getting that kind of dad bod going, so I gotta cover that up. On the next one is a short sleeve. This is Keeper Moody Funeral Parlor, where we've got the Crypt Keeper and we've got this guy. Paul Bear. It's late at night, hence why it's kind of like dark in the room. I also changed my light to orange, so it's not as bright. But Paul Bear, we work where you're going. And this is also done by Jedi Jack Yeti. But yeah, really, really cool. Fun shirt right there. Loved that design. And then right as I'm leaving, I picked up one other thing which we'll talk about at the table. As we're leaving, he said, or my wife says, there's a really cool shirt and they only have a couple sizes left. And I'm going to show you the front. It's the Doom logo. It looks really cool. But the front is so sexy. Look how sexy that is. Got a Doom kind of Mars Attack vibe going. Really love that. And then you've got the I don't even know the name of the monster, to be honest. The head right there. That's really cool on the sleeves. This is so sick. I'm about that life. But yeah, so that was from Deadendthreads. Thank you so much for being an awesome, person to just chat with. And then we got some stuff over at the table that I'm gonna bring you over to. Thank you so much for checking out this video while I'm talking to you face to face. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you've been to any retro conventions lately, or if you're from Connecticut, if you were at Retro World Expo. Let me know what you thought. But without further ado, let's go check out the stuff that I got on the other end of the table. We do that by giving yourselves a big old flip on over the table where we got our wares from the convention. This was the other thing I got from Deadendthreads. It's an officially licensed Munsters patch. Hot Rod Herman. I saw this and I thought of my buddy Gary. He was a huge Munsters fan. So I got this kind of to remember him by. Really cool guy. Loved his horror media. I used to help him order some stuff online because, he was older, didn't really know how to use a computer, didn't have the internet, so helped him get some stuff over the years, and, it's a bummer that he's gone. So, kind of a little remembrance. Plus, I love the Munsters, too, so. Love that. We've got, these are stickers that I saw from a gentleman named Stick or Swim. There's the info right there. Any of the, artists or vendors, I am going to leave their links in the description. So if there's something that you saw here and enjoyed, I would appreciate if you go and supported them because they do some really cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, here is the Bong of Greed, a parody of the Pot of Greed from Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a banned card. But this just looks, it was perfect. It was beautiful. Should have been made. I got two of them. It was so nice, I bought it twice. And then we also got Flamin' Hot Lasagna. He had some really other cool stickers. I know he had like a So Long Gay Bowser one that was rainbow. So he had some really cool ones. So definitely go check out Stick or Swim on Twitter and Instagram. We've got the Pat pin, Country Code Pat pin. Loved this. Country Code Productions. So that's for my buddy Pat. And then the other pin, we got the CU Podcast enamel pin featuring Mr. Ferguson. Pretty dope. Next up, we have two pins from a company called Gasha Pin. We've got, this is a hefty pin. Steamed hams. Actually, this thing probably weighs close to like 10 ounces. 100% beef, obviously grilled. Steamed hams from Albany, an Albany expression, best in town. This is number 4 from Hitbox Designs. Really cool. And then I also got the kind of surprised Pikachu. Very classic. Number 7. So I dig that. And they had a little sale. I think it was like each pin was $10, and if you bought 2, it was like 15 or something like that. And then there's a company called Canvas Quest. I dropped bank with these guys. They got all these pins. These are just all pins. I loved what they were putting out. We've got the Zombies Ate My Neighbors pins. They have some like spinning pins. They also did like canvas things. So like they sold this background with the 2 pins for player 1 and player 2. So that was really cool. That one's super cool. I should have gotten like 2 of those. We've got the Friday the 13th NES Jason in the purple or the blue. I don't know what color it is, but it's not his normal colors. That's dope. We got Oregon Trail. Not focusing, but we got Oregon Trail. That's actually going to one of my buddies. This one is for Allie. This is an ET pin from the Atari. We've got the Simpsons Arcade. This is the side panel or the marquee with all members on it. We've got, also from the arcade, Marge and Lisa tag team. Bart and Homer tag team, not focusing. There we go. And then we got the Space Mutants. Bart was the Space Mutants pin. These were great. I could have probably bought in like 20 more pins from them, but I am one man with so much disposable income for pins, so I didn't go super crazy with them, but, you know, I did get a couple that I did enjoy, which is great. And then next up, we've got some games. We got some gams, which is great. Love the games here in the game room. I'm just kind of adjusting it to remember what I bought from where. So these are from my buddy ClassicGameConnection, or Far Sky Finds, as I remember him from. A local flea market vendor and game reseller in my area. I've hooked him up a handful of times at my shop, at the pawn shop where I worked, and he's also hooked me up as well. So we've got Goosebumps Horrorland, which is like still sealed, but like it's coming apart. I bought it to actually play because it looks very interesting. I've been streaming on YouTube. Thursdays have been kind of like throwback games, so very excited to actually kind of. I don't know if it's sacrilege to like open this one, but I'm probably going to buy a better sealed copy. But he gave me a good deal on that. And then a copy of Disgaea Hour of Darkness by Atlas. I've been trying to beef up my PS2 collection a little bit and PS1 collection. So I had to grab this. Gave me a great deal. I think he gave me like $30 for the pair, which was a very good deal. Very excited about that. So definitely go give him a follow on Instagram. And also, I'll leave his email as a eBay link in the description as well. Next up was another vendor. For $10, I ended up getting Downhill Jam and Sneakers. I remember seeing this game plastered all over Toys R Us because I believe this was an exclusive, a little R-Zone exclusive right there. And it just looks like a very interesting game, is what I'll say. They had that at 10. I think he gave it to me for 7, and I paid 3 for this. Downhill Jam. Don't have this in my collection, which is kind of strange because I love the Tony Hawk series. I know it's not the best game out there, but it's a Tony Hawk game nonetheless that I didn't have, and I don't see it often on the PS2. I see it on the Wii, but we ain't with no Wii. So, I had to get that. Next up, we have this really, really ecstatic booth. Or extravagant booth. Had a bunch of games, had a bunch of cases, some sealed stuff, some high-end stuff, some low-end stuff, and very, very friendly staff. So I was very happy to grab some stuff from them. We've got Jurassic the Hunted. This is just the game in the case because when I opened it, it was Duke Nukem Forever, and then I checked the disc. And this was what was funky about it. So I opened and I'm like, okay, like, that's cool. Like, maybe Duke Nukem's in the game because, you know, he's, you know, hard to kill or something like that. And then I realized, like, it's legitimately just, it's not a reprinted thing. Somebody did the old switcheroo. They're like, Mom, I'm not playing Duke Nukem Forever. I'm playing Jurassic the Hunted. Very, very cool, Kanye. I love it. And then for $70, I was able to get a very rough copy of Super Mario World Yoshi's Island. One of my favorite games growing up. I love the heck out of this game. The art style is to die for. Love this game. For some reason, never got a boxed copy. And this game has been going up in price like crazy. I think the cheapest one I saw at the convention with a similar box was $100. And then, like, I think everyone else wanted like $150 to $180. For $70, I don't even actually have just a cart of this game. So it's taped up, it's beat up, it's dinged, but it's got character, it's got class. I don't need everything to be minty, unless it's something super, super high end. But this is just fine. And they gave me a deal on that and Jurassic. I think I paid like $80, so that's a great deal. Jurassic I know is going for like $15-20, and I can't complain about that. That's a good deal. Next up, I bought 2 games from another vendor. We have Krusty's Super Funhouse. And I remember seeing them in a past, I think two conventions ago. I ended up buying a couple Simpsons games. Because I was wearing, I had something Simpsons related. I think it was my keys. I have a Scratchy Funko keychain or something like that. And he's like, oh, you've got, you like to collect the Simpsons stuff. I go, yeah. So he had this, and I was very excited. So this was like 40, very cool. And then he knocked this down to, I think, 30. I think he had 45 on Krusty's Funhouse, and then $30 for Rabbit Rampage, which ironically, I was talking with my friend Pat yesterday when he was over on Saturday, and we were talking about, he saw my copy of Looney Tunes B-Ball by Sunsoft, and he said, bro, have you seen or played Rabbit Rampage? And I haven't. And he told me it was like a very interesting game. So this was actually one of the first box games I saw, which was pretty cool. So I didn't go super crazy like I have in past years with the games, but I went crazy with the pins, which is nice. But they did have some really crazy price stuff that, you know, is kind of disheartening for an old collector like myself. They had 2 copies of Earthbound floating around the convention for like over $3,000. Had some graded games that were like, I think somebody wanted like $3,000 for a 9.2 Player's Choice Super Star Wars, which is absurd. They had a 9.6 Collector's Edition A++ seal of Ocarina of Time that I didn't even want to know what they wanted for that. But there was a lot of sealed stuff. A lot of like crazy price stuff. Earthbound for $3-4 is insane. But for me, I like collecting stuff that I enjoy, and these are games that I'm going to play, enjoy, hopefully for you guys on this channel as well. So hopefully you stick around for those. But now we got some cards, picked up some great stuff coming your way. Starting things off with some straight fire. We have yet another Keston Hura Kest Daddy 2021 Donruss name variant out of 75. I think this is my second or third. I think it might be my third flamed Kest Daddy. One of my goals is to get the rainbow of the Kest Daddy cards. I think I need like 3 different variants. I will hopefully get there soon. Next up, we have the legend himself, Ian Anderson. This is Museum Collections Archival Autographs from 2021, I believe. Yep, 2021. Numbered out of 200 on the, they called it the eye mask or eyeshadow or whatever. Eye paint. Silver ink, Ian Anderson, rookie. Didn't have an Ian Anderson autograph card yet, so that was very cool. Got that for a very, very good deal. Next up, we've got a 2017 Dansby Swanson Topps white jersey card, at a PSA 10. Probably one of his more common cards, but I didn't have a slabbed one of this, so perfect PSA 10, now a World Series champion. Had a home run in Game 6, so that's huge. So thanks for leading the team, my boy. Or not leading, but like doing what you did. That was great. And the last 2 Dansby cards that I did pick up, because you guys know I'm a Dansby fan. We've got a 2017 Immaculate Collection batting glove card. Numbered 1 out of 6. And look at this thick boy. This dude thick. Like, holy crap. Really, really, really great. Great card. And you could tell it was a used batting glove. That's freaking dope. Didn't have a batting glove card in my collection. And I always loved Immaculate's kind of weird clothing cards. I ended up getting my buddy a shoe card from one of his favorite players, Dominique Wilkins. And that was a huge slab too. But this is probably the coolest card, also from Immaculate, that I own. It is a 2 out of 5 Jackets card with the Tomahawk for Dansby. This thing is sick. Also 2017. This thing is mental. I am in love with this card so much. Holy crap. Like, I've seen some dope patches. That's a dope patch. Especially being a huge Braves fan, that is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love it. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. I know this was kind of a lengthy video. I rambled on a little bit, but I had a lot to show. Got a lot to show. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future content if you haven't. Let me know what you guys have been collecting. And here's a quick update on what's going on for November. We've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday streams. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is typically the starting time. Tuesdays, we got multiplayer games. Wednesdays, we have Walking Dead Wednesday. We're starting Season 2. Seeing what's up with Clementine and some of the gang in Season 2. And then Thursdays, it's Throwback Thursdays. We just played Jackass the game on the PS2. Gonna figure out what we're gonna play next. Could be one of these games. It could be another game that I've had in the pile. Who knows? We will see. Anything from the Xbox 360 and back is what we're considering a throwback. So let's go. Let's get into it. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful November, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.